And I think we're live. If anyone is here in the chat, I just started this, but if anyone's here in the chat, please let me know, because I was just going to do a live for you guys because I miss doing lives. You know, there are many big movies coming out, and maybe I'm talking to myself right now but I was going to do a live because I miss talking to you guys, and then huge news come out because one of my favorite actors, Matt Smith, the best Doctor, he's going to be in episode 9. And I'm freaking out because a report comes out in Variety that he's cast in a key role. And again, I don't know if anyone is watching. The chat board is silent right now. Let me just type it in. Hello, everyone. And okay, we can talk about anything you guys want. I just added the news in the title because I just got lucky that the guy is cast in episode 9, and I'm so excited because coincidentally just today, the first photos for The Crown season 3, which Matt Smith plays Prince Philip in The Crown, they came out, and Matt Smith is not going to play Prince Philip anymore because they're going to have a time jump in. Oh my God. And Mick Rock says, "You'll lose, you will lose, you will lose." I won't lose, buddy. I have a championship with me. I am going to do a promo just like you did that is going to air exclusively in our match for Rotten or Fresh season 3. But I'm going to shoot that when I'm back in Portugal and then edit the video. But yeah, let's just wait for the 5-minute mark because as far as I know right now, only Mick Rock, my big friend Mick Rock, and we are just going at it on Twitter, so you guys should totally check that out. You should check out our thread on Twitter. But yeah, let's talk about anything you guys want. Anything you guys want, because Matt Smith is cast in episode 9, and that's super fucking exciting. But I'm seeing that more news came out about that. And I'm trying to open some pictures up to read the threads on Twitter. But thank you for being here, Mick Rock. Really appreciate it, man. We just hung out a little bit a few hours ago on Cody Curtis's live stream. But yeah, let's wait for around the 5 minute. I don't even know how long we've been on. Let me check. Okay, so we're around 2 minutes 40. You don't even know who Matt Smith is. Okay, you gotta watch The Crown. But more importantly, you gotta watch Doctor Who. And he's the guy who played Skynet. He's the embodiment of Skynet in Terminator Genesis. I'm one of the few people who really enjoys that movie. But yeah, he's that guy. And no matter what you think about the movie, he's really good in the movie. Yes, official Finland. Matt Smith was the 11th Doctor in Doctor Who. He was, and the 11th Doctor is the best Doctor. He's the greatest Doctor of all time. I just rewatched his seasons a few months ago because his seasons are on Netflix. I don't know why it's just his seasons that are on Netflix, because it's his seasons and then the first Capaldi season. So, okay, I'm seeing that the live stream is kind of slow sometimes. So please, anyone who's in the chat board, let me know if at some points it fails. You have a 30-second delay, but hopefully that will not interfere too much. Okay, I think it's buffering right now. We might lose quality. I apologize for that. Unfortunately, this internet just likes to fuck me. All right, so we're good. Let's wait a little bit more because so far only official Filmelin, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I never knew how to pronounce it, but I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Only official Finland and Mick Rock movie reviews are here, but I'm here for anything you guys want to talk about. Ask me questions, and again, I just put the news in the title because they're big news, and you'll probably want to talk about it. I certainly want to talk about it, but I will not force the subject onto you guys. I just had the only Star Wars pops I have set up over there. I have the whole Han Solo collection, but it's just for that specific movie, so I didn't think I would put them there because there are too many. So not all of them would fit in the picture. and I fucking hate this setup. I'm good to be honest with you. I don't think I ever talked about it. I fucking hate this setup. But in only a week's time, I am moving to an actual house. So the setup will be much better than, hopefully the light will be much better than. I just want to give you guys a good look. It's never going to be what it was back in Portugal, although in a few weeks I will also be back in Portugal for 1 week only. So my Predator review will probably be there. I'm going to shoot my first Harry Potter review in my series of Harry Potter reviews there. So the setup will be the one that I have back in Portugal, so it'll be much better. But let's check the chat right now. And yeah, we are officially 5 minutes in, so let's just start with the chat. Brian Beebe says, I just saw 2001 A Space Odyssey last night in IMAX. Fucking awesome movie on that. Yeah, the ending is the thing that divides audiences, certainly. And recently there was a video shared on YouTube that had Kubrick, a sound recording of Kubrick explaining the ending. And let me just see if I can find that, because listening to the director's interpretation is certainly fascinating. And let me just see if I can find that out for you. Sometimes when I see something interesting that I'm not home and I cannot watch stuff right away, I usually send it to myself on Facebook through message. Okay, I found it. I'm going to share it in the chat board. So Brian Beebe, that's for you, but anyone who wants to watch it, seriously, watch it. I'm not sure if this link is going to work. Hold on. Okay, that link wouldn't work, so let me share with you guys directly the YouTube link. And Brian Beebe, there you go. I just shared it on the chat board. Official Filmland says, have you seen the leaked episode 9 pictures with Paul Dameron? I did. I didn't pay much attention to it. I just scrolled down because I saw a thread with several pictures, and it's him and Finn. They're in this like plant-based planet. So you see him on this kind of hill that is kind of next to a beach, and they're on top of grass. And I've seen speculation that it might be Endor, it might be Kashyyyk, and it might be, oh, what else? What is the name? What is the name of the other planet? Let me check on my cell phone, because it'll be much faster than just looking on the YouTube browser. God damn it. What was it? Hold on. I'm missing the name of the planet. I'm missing the name of a Star Wars planet. No need to thank me, man. It's all good. Anytime. Star Wars. All right. It's Endor, it's Kashyyyk, and it's... No, I can't find... There was a video with that headline, but now they've changed it to Endor. So let me check. Batuu. Batuu. That's the name of the planet they were speculating about. Batuu. So it's either Endor, Kashyyyk, or Batuu. And I'm not sure if it's either one, to be honest. I don't think it's either one. I think it's going to be a new planet. I don't know. My gut is just telling me that. But yeah. And again, you don't have to think. Watch at your own pleasure. You're going to like it for sure. It's never going to dictate what your opinion is on it. It's never going to dictate what your interpretation is of it. But it's certainly something fascinating to learn about Kubrick, especially because he's not among us anymore. So it's pretty special. And I don't have water on this anymore. So I have to drink from here. But yeah, anything you guys want to talk about, it doesn't have to be about movies, it can be about life, about me as a person outside of the YouTube channel. It can be about school, it can be about music, it can be about wrestling. I don't talk about wrestling enough, guys. I want to talk about wrestling. I wish I could do wrestling videos, but I can't. I just talked to Mick Rock about that the other day. And yeah, I do wish I could do wrestling videos. And again, I'm sorry for the setup, because There's no other place I can shoot this on. This is just small hall with all the luggage because I'm about to move out again. Then I have a closet here. Then you can kind of see my bed here. And yeah, this is what I put the laptop on is the desk that I have, the only desk that I have. But yeah, hopefully in a few weeks I'll give you guys such a better setup. I cannot wait to make a review room in my new house with the spare room we have on it. Mick Rock says, favorite NXT champ of them all. Finn Balor is certainly up there. Samoa Joe is certainly up there. Ciampa's just killing it right now, man. Ciampa's just killing it. I honestly would love to see Adam Cole while being the leader of the Undisputed Era. But let me see a list. NXT champions. By the way, how much better is the new belt compared to the previous one? I never liked the previous one. I thought it was so cheap, looking at least. Shinsuke Nakamura had a good reign, but there have been NXT champions with fantastic reigns. Kevin Owens certainly was a great champion. But yeah, I'd probably say Finn Balor. Finn Balor. And I'm not going to put Ciampa up there because Ciampa is champion right now. So I want to consider how good of a champion he is when his reign or reigns are over. But for now, I'll say Finn Balor or Samoa Joe. They're like tied for #1. They both had amazing runs as NXT champions. And Ciampa is certainly killing it right now. But again, I just want to let his reign finish before actually judging it and evaluating it. Because it'd be like judging a movie midway through, you know. Bo Dallas, I never caught Bo Dallas as champion, but I never really cared for him, you know, not even in NXT. I didn't like him when he came into the main roster, and I certainly didn't catch much of him in NXT. So I can't judge, but from what I did see, he just never appealed to me. So there's that. I did like Neville. Again, I saw very little of Neville while he was an NXT champion, but I really liked Neville. I really liked Neville and where the fuck is he? Seriously. When are they bringing Neville back? If they are bringing Neville back. Because that's what frustrates me. It's not even that they don't have Neville on. It's the fact that we don't know exactly what the situation is. You know, he isn't anywhere. Because he can't go anywhere because he's still under contract. Oh man, I couldn't disagree more. Finn Balor is one of the top 5 wrestlers in the world. There's just no question about it. The way he looks, what he does in the ring, he's just charisma all over. But it's certainly surprising that you don't like him, but you're actually not the first one to not care for him, from the people that I know, of course. But he certainly is in the top 5 wrestlers in the world right now. He's just absolute charisma. He's amazing in the ring. Just go back to New Japan and watch his matches. Watch his match with AJ Styles last year at, was it No Mercy? When he was supposed to face Bray Wyatt, but then thankfully Bray Wyatt couldn't be on. I mean, I don't wish the mumps on anyone, but I'm glad Bray Wyatt wasn't on because, again, I never cared for Bray Wyatt. But yeah, couldn't disagree more. Okay, just to clarify, are you being sarcastic? Because that's the complaint McMahon has. And it's kind of stupid that he has that complaint when Finn Balor is a babyface. And the thing is that babyfaces are supposed to smile. That's actually one of his obligations to babyfaces, that you have to smile, while heels cannot smile. You know, that's why Kevin Owens changed too much from NXT. Okay, you're not totally cool. You're not being sarcastic. But yeah, that's the what's the problem with him smiling too much? He's a babyface, literally, because the guy has a good-looking face. Let's not lie about it. And McMahon complains that he smiles a lot. That just boggles my mind. The same way that Who was it? A guy that I love as well. He's super underrated. Ty Dillinger. Not now that he's cut his hair. His hair sucks now. He had a pretty cool haircut. But Ty Dillinger, McMahon complains that Ty Dillinger gets cheered a lot. And I'm like, oh, he's a babyface. He's got an awesome chant. He's super over with the crowd. There's no intensity in him at all. I couldn't disagree more, man. There's just so much intensity in the guy. Which TV show are you watching right now that you enjoy? Oh, shit, I am watching so much. Okay, let's start with anime. Anime, I think I'm just watching Boku no Hero Academia. I'm watching the current Super Sentai series, which is alright. What else? Preacher, but Preacher just ended. I just watched the final episode of the third season today. Ballers, still going strong. Killjoys, I'm kind of late on Killjoys. I've started the fourth season, but I only watched the first episode of the fourth season. I still haven't started Castle Rock. I'm not watching right. It's not on right now, but The Deuce is pretty cool. Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, The Gifted, This Is Us, South Park, How to Get Away with Murder, Family Guy, The Flash, Black Lightning. Blind Spot, I lost interest. I lost interest. The third season got too silly for me. Supergirl, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Castlevania. Again, some of these are not on right now, but these are the TV shows that I watch. Midnight Texas, Outlander, Marvel's Runaways, The Orville, True Detective. I have many other shows that I watch. I haven't seen anything for Legion Season 2. Unfortunately, I haven't seen... damn it. I'm not caught up on Westworld at all, which I kill myself every day because if you guys have followed me for a little over a year, you know how much I fucking love Westworld. And I couldn't even review each episode like I did for the first season this year. Stuart Keating says, did you ever watch House MD? What are your opinions on it if you did? I caught some episodes when it aired back on Portuguese television, and it wasn't dubbed. Before anyone thinks it wasn't dubbed. It was subtitled, thankfully. What I did see, I enjoyed, but it never brought me to the point where I wanted to watch the entire show, follow the entire show. It felt procedural, but I could be wrong. Again, I just got some episodes like far away from each other. I didn't like catch 5 episodes during 1 week's time. I just, oh, it's on, I'll watch it because I wanted to fall asleep at one point because it aired at 1 in the morning or something like that. Carlos Miguel Ugalde, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Did you ever see ER? No, just never appealed to me. I mean, hospital shows don't appeal to me in general. I don't think there's ever been a hospital show that I have ever been interested on. That being said, I never actually give it a chance, so I can't say it's bad. It just never appealed to me. House MD is a very episodic show. I just loved because Dr. House is my favorite character ever. Okay. From what I saw, and it's fucking Hugh Laurie, and he's spectacular. From what I saw, House was extremely charismatic. He had that vibe of being an asshole, but he was always right. He just was blunt with people, and I love that about the character. The show itself around him did not appeal to me as much, but the character, from what I saw, again, was pretty fascinating. Carlos Miguel Ugal says, yeah, it was boring. Okay, so it was boring. So I didn't miss much. That's good to know. But I watch so many other stuff. I want to tell you guys what I watch because I don't talk about wrestling enough, and I don't talk about all the TV that I watch enough. And I want to. No, I don't want to see what people are saying about Killjoys because I'm not looking for Killjoys right now. I watch iZombie as well. I'm glad it's going to its final season because it means they are ending it on their own terms. Just yesterday I heard about Final Space, a show on Netflix, an animated show on Netflix. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's pretty good. Maniac is apparently going to be a TV show. I never knew that until the trailer came out and they said like miniseries. Cloak and Dagger, I tried for like 4 episodes. I gave it 1 more episode that I'm supposed to. What do you think about the fan theories on Infinity Wars? Infinity Wars 2. I mean, it's not Infinity Wars 2. We don't know what it's going to be called. I enjoy some. I like to think that some could be real in some way, not necessarily exactly how people are describing it. But the one I like the most is the one that involves time travel, because I'm a bitch for time travel. So there's that. I'll just watch anything that has time travel. I'll give anything that has time travel a chance. But I like some. I like the ones that say Iron Man will die, because I believe Iron Man will die. Not that I want him to die, but I just believe that he will. What else? Give me some examples on some of the theories that are out there, because we could dive deep into them and we could discuss it back and forth. Triple Threat Gaming says, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about anything you want. If you want to talk about the news about Star Wars that is on the headline, let's talk about it. If you want to talk about anything else, let's talk about it. Life, school, music, movies, anime, whatever, protein powders, anything. Carlos Miguel Ugalde says, oh yeah, they're obviously going to turn back time and revive everyone like Dragon Ball. Look, I don't believe they're going to revive anyone that died before the snap, except for Gamora. Loki, Heimdall, Vision, they're dead. Gamora might be revived. I do believe Gamora will be revived. How it's going to start is going to be spoilers for Ant-Man and the Wasp and Infinity War, by the way. So at the post-credit scenes of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Scott gets trapped in the quantum realm because Janet, Hope, and Hank Pym get dusted. And just before that, while he's capturing the thing for Ghost, you hear Michelle Pfeiffer's Janet saying, careful not to get caught in one of the time vortexes. And that's basically the setup, because Scott has no way of getting out of there, so he's going to have to get sucked purposely into one of the time vortexes. That's how he's going into the Battle of New York, where you see the sad photos of Tony with a grayish hair and goatee, and that's how they're going to turn back time. Eternity, the character, I would love that. I would love for Eternity to come into the picture. I think it might be too crazy for the general audience, but man, I would love Eternity to come in. That would be insane. It would be another Doctor Strange moment for me, because the whole of Doctor Strange, I never thought I'd see that in a live-action film, and they actually made it like it should look, like in the comics. And I'm not one of those guys that says it should be like the comics. But just the visuals of Doctor Strange are so its identity that I always want to see it in a live-action movie. And I was so pleased to see, among many other things that I was pleased to see in the movie, the visuals and the visual identity of Doctor Strange as a film. I was so happy to see that. So seeing Eternity come in would be incredible. Stuart King says, I think it's about time Hawkeye replaces bows and arrows with something useful, like lasers. I mean, he has several types of arrows, so he could very well update all of his arrows, or at least replace regular arrows with some kind of laser arrows. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. It wouldn't be out of the realm of reality. Carlos Miguel Ugalde says, I don't mind spoilers. Stuart Keating says, I don't get why people are in disbelief that Gamora will remain dead. Didn't people call Gamora the weakest character in the Guardians movies? I mean, I don't know. I certainly didn't. Gamora is my favorite Guardian of the Galaxy in the movies. Not so much in the comics, but the comics have a vast roster of Guardians of the Galaxy. But in the movies, sure, it was only after Infinity War. But Gamora is right now my favorite Guardian of the Galaxy. But I do believe that she will be, of all the characters that died before the snap, Gamora is the one that I believe will be revived. Carlos Miguel Ugalde says, There's a part in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where Star-Lord says, "I see eternity." Yes, I also noticed that in my, I think in my spoilers review, I might have mentioned that. It could just be eternity. I see everything in all space in all time, but he could be mentioning the character. Also, if he was mentioning the character, they could be leaving that for just the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Have you played Space Invaders Extreme on the DS? Actually, no, I never even heard about it. I don't play much on the DS besides Pokemon, to be honest. In fact, I don't even have a Nintendo Switch. I'm only getting a Nintendo Switch next year when the Pokemon game with the new gen comes out. That's when I'll get the DS, because I just love the Pokemon games. I didn't grow up with Mario and Zelda and Sonic, unfortunately. Not that I didn't want to. I was just a very poor kid. I remember I got the PS1 just when the PS2 was about to come out. I didn't know that at the time, but I got the PS1 and I was finally cool. I was finally happy having a PS1 just like everyone else. And then the PS2 comes out. And then I eventually did get the PS2 like a year later, maybe 2 years later. Only when the PS3 came out was when I got it in time. I got it just at midnight when it came out. So I can say I have played Space Invaders on the DS at least. Is there a popular classic movie you haven't seen? It seems like you watched everything. A lot of people say that, especially now in university. A lot of people say I've watched everything. I know I haven't watched everything. I'll tell you that. And I certainly have blanks in my movie watch list, you know? But there isn't one that jumps out at me right now. So if you guys, any of you want to just jump out in the comments and name a classic movie, I'll tell you if I've seen it or not. Because I know I have blanks. So I won't say it's easy to find them, but they're there. And just the other day, somebody mentioned a movie that I never watched. I mean, it was a Spanish movie, but still, it isn't exactly a classic. But I know I have my blanks, and they're there. Let me just look at my phone because I need to open the door. Okay, no need. What do you think about Brie Larson as Captain Marvel? She wouldn't be. She's a great actress. Don't get me wrong. She's a great actress. Captain Marvel is never one of my favorite characters, but it's the MCU. I love the MCU, and I'm going to be open to it. Whatever she does, I'm going to be open to it and judge it once I see it. Brie Larson was never my choice, and who the fuck am I? I'm not casting the movie or directing the movie, so who the hell cares, you know? But she was never my choice. And even when she was announced, I was like, okay, let's give it a chance. Until I see the movie, I can't say either good things or bad. But I would have cast Katie Sackhoff. To this day, I'll still say I would have cast Katie Sackhoff as Captain Marvel. She would have been my choice. She still is my choice in my mind. But again, Brie Larson is a fantastic actress. She seems to be super excited about the role. You see how much research she put into it. And again, to me at least, the MCU movies have never actually failed. None has failed. You can say that maybe about Iron Man 2, but on one level or other, they have all been good. Some have been fantastic, some have been great, some have been good. Iron Man 2 was fine, it's watchable, but it's not a need to watch. But again, I'm excited for the movie itself. I'm not excited for Brie Larson as a character. I'll say that. Stuart Keating says, have you watched movies from the 1920s? Yeah, of course. Metropolis. What else? Georges Méliès's movies are from before that. There are some. Oh, is it Bright City Lights from Charlie Chaplin? That's from the 1920s, I think. I gotta search for it, guys. Otherwise, my mind will keep thinking about it. What is it? Is it Bright City Lights? No, it's just City Lights. That's it. Yeah, I think it's from the 1920s. I hope I'm not mistaken. Nicolas Cage is here. Says sorry I'm late. You don't have to apologize, man. You come in whenever you can, and you go out whenever you need to go out. Don't worry. Again, this is a Q&A about anything you want to talk about me outside the YouTube channel, about life, about music, about school. If you want to vent anything, some weight that you guys have on your shoulders, you can use this platform if you want. If you want to talk about the news that's on the title of the video, feel free. Carlos Miguel Lugales says, I know, right? Oh, okay, you're probably talking about what I said about Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. Stuart King says, do you have favorite stand-up comedian from the past or present? Well, I was born and raised until this year, basically, in Portugal, and we never had that big a thing of stand-up comedy. We have comedians in Portugal, but we just never had that thing that television would air a stand-up comedy special. But I've seen lots of them on YouTube. I really like Russell Peters. I've loved the things I've seen from Eddie Murphy's stand-up career. I love what I've seen from Robin Williams, from Jim Carrey. I've seen one of Bo Burnham's Netflix specials. I've seen one from Fred Armisen. I've seen one from John Mulaney and Nick Kroll that they play two old guys. I've seen that one. I can't remember what the name is, but I've seen that one. But yeah, I can't say I have a favorite. It's kind of cheating, but the schmoes have shared some of Mark Ellis's, not a full show, but they have shared some of Mark Ellis's, a bit of some of his stand-up gigs, and I've liked what I've seen. And there's actually a comedy store here in London in Piccadilly Circus, so I might go there one day. I would really love to watch a stand-up comedy show live, but like a really small one, not one of those like spectacles like you see with the Eddie Murphy one with Russell Peters. Just like a comedy store, you know, and go there, have a drink. Some tables are there. And yeah, that would be it. I've also seen some of Kumail Nanjiani's, and I like what I've seen, but again, I haven't seen so many things. So if you have a favorite, please let me know in the comments below, because if I haven't seen it, I would love to check it out. Nicolas Cage says, like a turd in the wind. Best line in the trailer. I haven't seen the trailer, but I know that is from Venom trailer. I honestly can't believe that's actually a line of dialogue. But yeah, I've only seen the first Venom trailer. I'm doing that with everything right now. I just watched the first trailer and that's it. And surprisingly, there are so many movies right just on August alone. The past reviews I've done, I was shocked putting the clips and the stills in the editing software, and I noticed that there's only one trailer, and I'm like, oh shit, I have to be careful with the amount of clips I use because there's only one trailer. But yeah, I know that's from Venom because everyone freaked out about it. Stuart King says, oh, okay, we jumped. We jumped. Now I know how John Campea feels. Okay. I was young when I watched Iron Man and Iron Man 2 when it was on television. I remember loving both equally. RDJ really can carry the... Oh, certainly. I think Iron Man is just watchable, but RDJ is spectacular. Just as much in Iron Man 2 as he is in the first one and in the third one. Iron Man 2 is just okay to me, but RDJ is spectacular in both. Carlos Miguel Galde says, American Animals review. I think you mean American Animals. When it's released here. Maybe. If you guys still want it, because it's only coming out here in the UK early September, I think. And I don't think it's on digital. At least in the platforms I use, it's not available. That's why I haven't reviewed it. And I honestly haven't heard anything about it. So that to me is good. I don't want to hear anything about it if I am going to review it. Because sometimes because I'm from Europe, I have the unfortunate luck or unluck of seeing many movies very late. For instance, I just watched Upgrade like a week ago or something. I reviewed it because I really like it. Sometimes when I watch movies so late, I do intend on reviewing them, but if I feel like lukewarm or disinterested in them by the end, I just can't find myself the energy to review it. And now with uni and everything, and look, I'm so thankful for every single one of the subscribers I have, but the fact that I still haven't left the 1,000 mark, and I don't even get up to 100 views per video, not even that, kind of takes the energy away sometimes. I'm going to be honest. This is actually the first time I'm talking about it. But again, I'm so thankful for every single person that watches. I'm so thankful for every single person that comments and leaves their like or dislike if you don't like the review I did. But sometimes it takes the energy out of you, especially because now I have school from June to March. From June 2017 to March this year, I had nothing to do. I just dedicated every bit of my energy to my YouTube channel, and I didn't have school during that time. So I didn't waste my energy on anything else. So I could fully dedicate myself. And I still fully dedicate myself. If I go watch a movie in the theaters, you'll have a review for it. But with school and everything, if I watch a movie late, sometimes it takes the energy out of you. And there are tough days. I mean, I think we all have tough days. Some first world problems, some life issues. Sometimes you just have a bad day and you don't feel like doing anything. And I certainly feel that way, but I still come home and I go to the gym and lift my weights and try to take my mind off that. And sometimes reviews can really help, but sometimes you don't even have the energy to dedicate yourself to watch a movie. And maybe I'll review American Animals if I really like it. If I feel lukewarm about it, I can promise you I'll have a review. But if you guys still want me to review it, just let me know right here or in any other video I do until American Animals comes out in London, and I'll be more than happy to review it for you guys. Or if I don't review it, and if in the next live stream you guys ask me if I've seen it and I have seen it, I'll review them for you and we can discuss what we thought of the film. Carlos Miguel Ugalde says, we love you, Nicolas Cage. Yes, we all love Nicolas Cage. I'm so excited to see him voice Spider-Man War because I love Spider-Man War and I love Nicolas Cage. So seeing those two together as one, it's really cool. Eduardo Pin says, hugs from Cinema Planet. Thank you so much for being here, man. I actually haven't met Eduardo personally. So when I'm in Portugal, no, it's not Eduardo. I don't think it's you either. Are you the? No, you're not. Because we were talking about going to the press screening for Predator if it is happening in the week I'm in Portugal, but I don't think it was you. But hugs, man, and thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. Truly. Nicolas Cage says, are any of you excited for Venom? I haven't liked any of the trailers, but it's from the director of Zombieland, which I think is slightly overrated, but still pretty good. So I still have some hope. I'm reticent about Venom. I've only watched the first trailer. I enjoyed it as a trailer for a monster sci-fi film. I didn't enjoy it as a trailer for Venom. And I know you've seen Venom eventually in the other trailers. I really love Zombieland, and I'm one of the few people who enjoyed Gangster Squad, so I think he's a good director. But this being Sony, I don't know. Still, Tom Hardy is pretty selective in the roles he chooses. I'm sorry, let me just check if I need to open the door. Okay. Tom Hardy is pretty selective in the movies he chooses, in the roles he takes on. So that gives me some hope, as you say, Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage says, should I remember the name Matt Smith? I think I recognize, but I can't recall who it is. Well, he's the 11th Doctor in Doctor Who. He played the physical form of... Why am I blanking on it? Skynet in Terminator Genesis. I'm one of the few people who really likes Terminator Genesis. And he also plays Prince Philip in The Crown Season 1 and 2. He's not going to play it anymore. Stuart King says, I love... Oh, we jumped. Stuart King says, I loved Russell Peters. Really underrated in the US for some reason. By the way, are you a Cristiano Ronaldo fan? Can't say I am because I'm not a soccer fan. That's really weird coming from a Portuguese guy. From a European guy, I think. I'm not. I don't have anything against him. I'm just not interested in soccer. But Russell Peters is probably underrated in the US because he's Canadian. Sandro Schimann says, hey bro, just stopped by to say hi. Thank you so much. Sandro, hello as well. I'll probably see you in a few weeks because I'm jumping back to Portugal for 1 week only, but yeah. Nicholas Cage says, just saw Brokeback Mountain and Aviator. I'm so jealous. You watch Aviator for the first time. Aviator is so fucking good. It's not in my top 5 Scorsese films. It may be in my top 5 DiCaprio films. But, I mean, that just shows you the caliber of films that Scorsese makes. Brokeback Mountain I liked. I never loved. But Aviator is fucking fantastic, and I'm so jealous that you got to watch it for the first time. Little side note, if I could have a superpower, it would be to erase my memory of certain films just so I could watch them for the first time again. And maybe some TV shows. Nicolas Cage says, I'm absolutely broken about Danny Boyle leaving Bond 25. That movie is probably going to be in my top 5 anticipated movies of 2019. I wouldn't describe myself as absolutely broken. I'm very bummed that he's not directing Bond 25 anymore. As far as the second part of your statement, that movie was probably going to be in my top 5 movies for 2019, and it's not going to be there anymore. Mick Rock Movie Review says, favorite Tom Hardy role? Either Warrior or Locke. By the way, going back to the conversation about TV shows, I also watched Taboo, which is a pretty fantastic show. But in movies, let me check. It's probably a tie between Warrior and Locke. Tom Hardy. By the way, I saw him a few months ago. He was here doing, I'm thinking, some Venom reshoots in my college, my uni. Sirenom. Holy shit, he's got so many upcoming projects. Child 44. No, sir. He was great in The Revenant. He was great in The Drop. Locke. Wallace, he was pretty good. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Inception. But Inception is not going to be his best role. Yeah, it's Bronson. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's probably a 3-way tie between Warrior, Bronson, and Locke. The Locke, it's him alone in the car, and he could make that movie interesting. So maybe Locke tops it. But his character in Warrior is so interesting, and he brings all of his nuances to life. And Bronson certainly is a nuanced character. I don't know. Whew. I don't know. It's probably a 3-way tie between those 3. If I have to pick a favorite movie between those 3, I probably prefer Warrior. But again, Locke is just him, and he makes it so damn interesting. Again, really hard to choose. Just a fantastic actor. Eduardo Pinto says, nope, it was me. I apologize for the mistake. But I hope I can meet you one day still. And I saw your Slenderman review, and you acted like my girlfriend laughing in a horror movie. Well, I did laugh during the movie, unfortunately. I was just bored out of my mind, so I had to use the review as a means of therapy before I actually melted down into some kind of goo, because Slenderman is just horrid. Absolutely horrid. Again, I apologize, but I have to look into my cell phone because I have the keys of the house and I need to open the door to somebody. I'm sorry. All right. Nicolas Cage says, sorry of Predator. Speaking of Predator. Oh, we jumped again. John Campion, I know your pain right now. I don't know why I said that as I was speaking to him, because he's not ever going to watch my videos. Speaking of Predator, favorite Shane Black movie. Can personally choose between Nice Guys, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and dare I say this, Iron Man 3 is fucking great. Wake Up America. Well, certainly not for me, but it's really tough. It's because those are the only movies he's directed. I mean, no, he didn't direct Monster Squad. He wrote Monster Squad. I don't know. I probably, dare I say this, I probably prefer The Nice Guys, but Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and The Nice Guys are both so fantastic. One happens at Christmas, the other one happens in the 70s. I don't know. By the way, my favorite line in Nice Guys is probably a cliched one. I mean, I think it's probably most people's favorite. It's the one that says, "You actually made a porno where the plot was the point," or something. I'm probably paraphrasing, but that line just killed me. I'll probably have to say Nice Guys. I'm sorry, don't kill me. If I watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I'll probably say Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. If I watch Nice Guys again, I'll probably say Nice Guys again. Sandro Nascimento says, "Are you coming to CC?" No, because I actually only fly to Portugal on the Saturday that Comic-Con is already happening. So I unfortunately can't fly myself there, which sucks. Really, really sucks, because I wish I could go, seriously. In fact, my biggest regret is that I can't be with Joe this year, because Joe Reitman is a fucking amazing person. If you guys don't know who Joe Reitman is, watch his show, which is another show I watch, called Happy. And he plays the villain, at least in the first season. He's just amazing. And he deserves much more recognition. But unfortunately, I can't go to CC. Carlos Miguel Ugalde says, "You're awesome." Thank you so much, man. I'm sure your break will happen soon. I get frustrated with movies too, and I kind of don't want to watch American Animals unless someone says it's good. Oh, okay. There are reviews out there if you want to check them out. I think Perry Nemiroff reviewed it. I didn't watch it, but I think she reviewed it. Also, my friend Zach Pope might have reviewed it. I didn't watch it because I still haven't seen the movie, and there's a chance I might want to watch the movie. But again, thank you so much just for the kind words. They mean so much. They are such support, such significant support. It means the world, and the fact that you're actually asking me to review a movie, that also means so much. That someone is requesting a review, that someone actively wants to know your opinion on a movie. That is extremely gratifying. I'll tell you this, it's not out here yet. It's only coming out in a few weeks' time. In fact, I think it's coming out here in the UK while I'm in Portugal, so I can't review it right away as it comes out in the UK. I'll tell you this, tonight I'm going to search for American Animals in the streaming platforms or in the digital platforms. And if I'm able to get it, if I'm able to watch it, I'll review it, man. I promise you that. Okay, we didn't jump. Carlos Miguel Ugalde says, "I understand if you don't want to end up reviewing it, and you should concentrate on school and do less reviews if you have to." Oh, don't worry, man. The movies here only come out on Fridays. Some of them, when they're big ones, they come out on Thursdays. For instance, The Nun is coming out on a Thursday here, so I'm definitely going to watch that. And they might interfere in the sheer fact that I can't go to the first screening of the day. For instance, I can't go watch a movie at like noon, but I can go watch it at 9 p.m. or at 7 p.m. And then I'll have to stay up until like 1 a.m. editing the review, but I don't mind that. You know, the only way school interferes, at least right now, is on the fact that I can't go to the first screening of the day when the movies come out. So I can only watch one movie one day, and I can only bring you like reviews on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe Monday if there are like 4 movies coming out. But as long as I'm not shooting my master's project, my short film, which I'm going to be doing in a few months' time, as long as that's not happening, you guys will have as many reviews as the movies that come out. Don't worry. And thank you so much for understanding, man. Seriously, you're awesome. You're incredible. Carlos Miguel Ugalde says, "Take your time and keep being awesome. You know what they say. It takes 10 years to become an overnight sensation." You know what? That's very true. I've never been told that by those words, and that's very true. That is very true, man. And you know what? I don't think Carlos was in the last live stream I did when I broke this huge news. I'm going to the London Film Festival Express this year, which is an incredible opportunity, not only to see so many possibly Oscar contending movies that are coming out mean, later in the year, I'll get to see them early, but also it's a great opportunity for networking, especially in a country such as UK. For a guy like me, who comes from such a small country of Portugal, and English is still a second language to me, no matter how well I can communicate it or understand it. It's still astounding that I get an opportunity like this. So you'll get reviews for Widows, for Yorgos Lanthimos' The Favorite, for Stan and Ollie, and there's another movie that's already confirmed to be there, but they still don't have the full schedule out yet. So I'm going to do this. When they come out with the full schedule for the London Film Festival, I'll do a live stream telling you guys what the schedule is, and basically I'll be telling you the movies that I will be able to watch and bring the reviews for. I'll also be able to do interviews. I might be able to do interviews. I'm not sure if I'll be able to shoot them, but if I can shoot them while I do the interviews with actors, directors, whatnot, I'll put them up on this channel. Ryan O'Toole is here! Hello! Hello, Ryan O'Toole, my brother from Rotten or Fresh. Thank you so much for being here, man. I mean, you must have commented this like ages ago, so I'm not sure if you're still here, but if you still are, thank you so much for being here, man. Awesome live stream on Sunday night. Me, Ryan O'Toole, Curly Curtis, Casey Cosley, Griffin from Men vs. Movies, and Zach Pope all did a live commentary on Avengers Infinity War, and that's on Zach's channel. So if you want to sit down and watch Infinity War and watch us comment on Infinity War, please go check it out, because it was awesome. Sandra Nashimit says, by the way, Sean Connery turned 88. Yes. I mean, that guy should come out of retirement for at least one more movie, because the last movie he made was such trash. Best Bond ever. Second best Bond ever for me. The best one is Daniel Craig, because I read some of the books, and to me, he combines the ruggedness of Sean Connery with the smoothness, the suaveness of Roger Moore Bond. And Daniel Craig is just the best of both worlds. But don't get me wrong, Sean Connery is the freaking original. And if it wasn't for Sean Connery, there would never be another Bond. Nicolas Cage says, the movie you wish most you could watch for the first time again. Mine is probably Last Jedi or Infinity War. Completely freaked out about after watching both. So want to relive those memories. Those are both fantastic answers. I still remember my face after watching The Last Jedi for the first time. It's hard not to say Avengers, the first Avengers, because it's my favorite movie of all time. Probably the first Star Wars, Toy Story 3. I mean, you can also go on the route of living twists for the first time. So Split is a good one. What's that one called? What's that one called? Predestination, Memento, The Prestige, Inception, Insomnia. Just basically naming Christopher Nolan movies. I don't know. You know what? You know what's also a good answer? Movies that you cannot bring yourself to watch again. Those would be great to watch for the first time again. I'm sorry. I'll get back to your questions. Let me just answer a phone call right now. I'm going to mute my microphone, guys, but I'll be here. Okay, people stopped calling me. Okay, I need to open the door for someone. I apologize. Just a little pause. All right, I'm back. I hope that was muted. I apologize for having to live midway through. But yeah, as I was saying, good answers are also those movies that you cannot bring yourself to watch again. So, like 12 Years a Slave, I cannot watch that movie again. I can't. It's just too rough for me. So those are also good answers. Again, it's hard not to say Avengers, but Casablanca. I would love to watch Casablanca for the first time ever again. Gladiator, Blade Runner 2049. I would love to watch those movies again. Oh shit, that's bullshit. I love that name. Says, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Stuart Keating says, are you a collector of any kind? Yes, I am. I collect Funko Pops. I collect... I collect what? I collect action figures. If you go just watch my reviews and you see me back in my room in Portugal, you'll see that I have lots of Marvel figures. I have a shit ton of Bionicles that you guys don't see because they are behind the camera setup in my room. I collect movies, of course. I collect comic books. I don't think you could say I collect books just because I have a lot of them. I think that's just liking to read, you know. I used to collect wrestling figures, and I still have a lot of them, but I don't anymore because I hate the Mattel line. But I think that's it. What else do I collect? I don't collect anything else. I have lots of Power Rangers and Megazords. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So I collect a lot of shit. My top 5 movies of 2018 so far are 1. Mission Impossible Fallout, fantastic. Infinity War, excellent. Incredibles 2, great. Quiet Place, incredible. Annihilation, awesome. I haven't seen BlacKkKlansman yet. Oh, you got to. My top 5 movies of 2018 so far are Exchange number 1 and 2, Infinity War, then Mission Impossible, then Isle of Dogs, then A Quiet Place, and then Annihilation. So I basically only take Incredibles 2 out. I exchange Mission Impossible and Infinity War, and I add Isle of Dogs where Incredibles 2 was. And our tops are basically the same. BlacKkKlansman, though, go watch that film. It's so good and so neat to watch. Stuart Keating says, a friend of mine from New Zealand had a Revenge of... Whoa, we jumped. Okay. At a Revenge of the Jedi poster from the cinema before they changed the name. Oh, dude, that's awesome. 1, it's awesome that you have a friend from New Zealand because that's one of my dream countries to visit. And number 2, it's awesome that he gets to have that poster. I do prefer the name Return of the Jedi instead of Revenge because Yoda wouldn't approve of Revenge. And that's the whole point of the film, in fact. But it's awesome that he gets there. And you should totally get to go to New Zealand just to see your friend and the poster. Okay, I don't want to jump. Oh, okay. I needed to to read the rest of the comments. He lost it when he moved to Australia and asked his mom to send it to him. Oh man, that sucks. Oh god, apparently it would be worth thousands right now. Oh man, I mean, if you wanted to sell it, sure, that sucks, but I think it just hurts that he lost it in case he wanted to keep it. That's what hurts more. He didn't move even that far away. It was just to Australia, which is also my dream. I said my dream country to visit, one of my dream countries to visit is New Zealand. My dream country to have a house in and to live in is Australia. I fucking want to live in Australia, man. Make Rock Movie Review says, hashtag 1%. Yes, I hope many people understand that reference. That was probably to Ryan O'Toole who commented that. Your favorite movies that Omari ever talks about? Mine are Good Time. Good Time was really good. It was a good time. Anytime. This is Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap is so underrated. Snowpiercer is so good. The Trotsky. Okay, someone, I think it was Stuart Keating, he was asking if there are any classical movies that I haven't seen. I don't know what The Trotsky is, but so I don't know if it's a classic, but I certainly haven't seen it. Let me check IMDb. Okay, I thought I had my my notifications, my GPS turned on. I'm sorry. The Trotsky. No. Trotsky, yeah. 2009. It's with Jay Baruchel. I have never seen this. Huh. What is it? Comedy drama. Montreal high school student who believes he is the reincarnation of Leon Trotsky. I don't even know who Leon Trotsky is. I'm sorry. Starts a revolution against apathy among his fellow students. Sounds interesting, man, but I've never seen it. Movies that I love that nobody talks about. Okay, you know what the easiest thing to do at moments like this is? To go either to the listing I have on IMDb and see movies I watched in year X, or go and watch the listing of reviews I have. Because you have some pretty recent ones, so I'm going. I mean, a movie that I really like, it's not great, it's not fantastic, but it's really good. A movie that I really like, nobody's talking about right now, is Alpha. Please watch that movie. What else? Hearts Beat Loud, an indie movie from this year. Nobody is talking about our review. My friend Cody Curtis reviewed it, but nobody else really watched that movie. It's so fucking good. That movie is great. You have Nick Offerman in a drama, and he's really, really good. Really, really good. My short film, nobody's talking about. My short film Dishes. Nobody's talking about that. I'm kidding. Not many people liked Sicario 2. I did really love it. Not as much as the first one. What else? This is a long list. This is a very long list. What else? Not many people are talking about Tully. Tully was really good. Everyone is excited about Thoroughbreds. Nobody talking about Thoroughbreds. I really liked it. Nobody's talking about Blockers. Blockers is great. It's so fucking funny. Nobody's talking about Isle of Dogs. And Isle of Dogs is my third favorite movie of the year. What else? I mean, I didn't think it was a masterpiece like many. I think it was good, but not great, with a fantastic performance. You Were Never Really Here. Nobody's talking about that. I don't think people talk about Annihilation enough. I don't think people talked about Red Sparrow enough. I think that's an underrated movie. Ooh, Okay, I'm in 2017 right now. Let's just scroll down a little bit. I don't think anyone. These are not wide release movies, so I'm not going to mention this one. Oh no, I'm still in 2018. Shit. Sorry, guys. I'm still in 2018. What else? Yeah, now I'm in award season. I don't think anyone talked about The Last Jedi. People didn't talk about The Last Jedi enough. Seriously. I'm kidding, of course. I don't think people talked about Wonder enough. I don't think people talked about Battle of the Sexes enough. Paddington 2, I talked about it before everyone else, because from Europe you got to watch Paddington 2 in 2017. That's when the movie came out, so it's a 2017 movie for you Americans. Molly's Game, nobody's talking about anymore. I don't know why, because I fucking love that movie. Blade of the Immortal. Blade of the Immortal is fantastic. Murder on the Orient Express. Brigsby Bear. I'll stop there. Brigsby Bear is a fantastic movie. So everyone should watch Brigsby Bear. If you love movies, if you're somewhat ever touched by movies or inspired by movies in any way, watch Brigsby Bear. It's with Kyle Mooney, yes, the guy from Saturday Night Live. He's so good in this film. Nicolas Cage says, dude, you speak perfectly good English. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Oh, and Toy Story 3, my previous question. Oh, wait, we jumped. We jumped. Okay. Is my favorite trilogy. Totally my favorite trilogy ever. Oh, so the Toy Story. Yeah, just the Star Wars trilogy, I count the Toy Story trilogy as one. My top 10 of all time includes Star Wars, as in the original trilogy, and Toy Story, as in the trilogy. Those three movies for each of their trilogies, they count as one. Stuart Keating says, did you watch a movie with a massive twist in it that was spoiled to you prior to you watching it? I knew the twist to The Sixth Sense before watching it because it came out in 1999, and in 1999 I was 6, so I couldn't have watched it then. I mean, I knew Vader was Luke's father, but besides that, I don't think so. Oh, what's that? I think Kevin Bacon is in it. The Crying Game. I'm not going to spoil for the people in the chat who probably haven't seen The Crying Game. I'm not going to spoil what the twist is. But if you have seen the Crying Game, the twist in that movie, I knew before I saw the movie. Yeah. Stuart Keating says, mine was Sixth Sense. I was spoiled years before I actually saw it, and for some reason I didn't forget the spoiler. Kind of tainted the viewing experience. It does. That's one movie where the twist kind of taints the experience. And many people say Sixth Sense is the greatest twist of all time. I mean, it really isn't, because if a movie is solely dependent on the twist, and I'm not saying Sixth Sense is solely dependent on the twist, because it's still a good movie. If you know the twist, it still has replay value, but it taints so much of the experience. I'm starting to believe, now that we're talking about it, I'm starting to believe that movies that have those massive twists, they're really depending on a second watch. For instance, I didn't review it because it came out the year before I started my YouTube channel, but what was it? Predestination. Predestination, I watched that movie twice before actually talking about it and judging it in my own head to see if the twist allowed the movie to hold up, and it does. The movie is fantastic. I'm not going to spoil the twist, because if you haven't seen Predestination, you need to watch Predestination. Let me just see how long we have been here. Okay, we have been for about an hour, so we'll keep going as long as you guys have questions. Not much longer, but we'll keep going. Mine was Sixth Sense, okay. Nicolas Cage angrily says, in all caps, "Watch the Trotsky now. What are you doing with your lives? What are you people doing with your lives?" I'm sorry, I will watch it if I catch it. And watch the Meyerowitz stories on Netflix. It's excellent. The ending didn't work for me. I really liked the movie, don't get me wrong, and Adam Sandler gives a good performance, and how often do you hear that? Okay, I jumped. I like the movie. I didn't love it, but I totally recommend it. I totally recommend the Meyerowitz stories. Best directors of our generation: Villeneuve, Nolan, Wes Anderson, Edgar Wright. Add Damien Chazelle to the list. I mean, they still work and they're still alive, but Spielberg, Ridley Scott, and Scorsese probably don't count. I would say Danny Boyle is of this generation. Who else? I would say the Russos. They have done 3 very different movies. All within the superhero genre, sure, but 3 vastly different movies from each other. I would probably put... Okay, I wouldn't put him in there right now. Let him do at least one more movie that's different from the ones he's done so far. But Christopher McQuarrie, for what he did with the action in Mission Impossible, he deserves to be on that list. But from the ones you mentioned, if it's like a top 5, yeah, I would leave those and add Chazelle to the list. Because Nolan is my favorite director of all time. It's because of him that I want to be a director. And why I also write my own shit. Shit being the key word. And Villeneuve and Chazelle are right after him. Wes Anderson is a genre unto himself, let's face it. And that's not a bad thing at all. And Edgar Wright is so good. I fucking love Edgar Wright. He was in London a few months ago, and I just texted him on Instagram, and I said, "Let's have dinner. I'll pay." He didn't reply, of course, but I thought I'd just take my chances. Okay, Nicolas Cage says, "From my list of underrated movies: Hunt for the Wilderpeople, Once for Warriors." Haven't seen that. Shattered Glass. That's the one with Hayden Christensen. Thank You for Smoking is amazing. Force Majeure is great. Jarhead, I'm not sure how people in general feel about Jarhead. I thought he was okay. It has Jake Gyllenhaal, which is awesome. I thought it was okay. Hunt for the Wilder People was good. Didn't think it was great. Once War Warriors I never seen. Shadow Glass is pretty good. Force Majeure is great. Thank You for Smoking is so fucking good. And speaking of that, life update for you guys who follow me on Twitter or on Facebook or on Instagram, and you know that I smoke. I've only smoked one cigarette today, only after dinner. I spent the entire day not smoking, and I smoked one after dinner. So we're good to go. And if things keep going this way, this is probably the first day where I drop down to 3 cigarettes a day, if that, because I have only smoked one so far. Hey guys, I'm late to the party. No, you're not, Jay. You're still here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, man. You're not late to the party. We're talking about anything and everything you want. And if you want to talk about the headline, let's talk about the headline. Nicolas Cage says, Shaun the Sheep, the movie. I never ended up in uni a few months ago. I liked it. Vampire Diaries. There's a movie called Vampire. I know of the show. I didn't know of a movie. Huh. Dark City is fucking amazing. Valhalla Rising is incredible. That's the Korean. I don't want to be racist, man. Is it Korean? Is the wave Korean? Please tell me it's Korean. I'm going to check. Not the wave, because I'm pretty sure. But I haven't seen it. 42. What is 42? Oh, with Chadwick Boseman about the baseball player. I haven't seen it. It wasn't released in Portugal at the time. And An Unexpected Friendship. Just the title alone makes me intrigued on that one. So I need to check it. An Unexpected Friendship? No, it doesn't show up on IMDb. It's probably just Unexpected Friendship. No, it doesn't show up on IMDb. Sorry. You say it's 2004. Nothing showed up. Sorry. Yeah. Stuart King says, oh, yep, he's closing to wrapping up. We'll probably close up in a little bit, but we're still live, so it's okay. In the words of the Blitz from How I Met Your Mother, oh man, I love that reference, dude. Thank you for that. Nicolas Cage says, oh yeah, Danny Boyle, totally. Are you a fan of the Bourne trilogy? It's one of my favorite. Why did we jump? I didn't move the mouse. It's one of my favorite trilogies, top 5. I am. I really like the first one. I like the second one, Supremacy, and I adore the third one, Ultimatum. I'm one of the few people who likes the Bourne Legacy, the one with Jeremy Renner. I like it, and I really enjoyed Bourne. It was Jason Bourne. It was just Bourne. So to me, it's number 1, Ultimatum, number 2, Identity, number 3, Jason Bourne, number 4, Supremacy, and number 5, Legacy. I think Legacy is the weakest, but I still really like it. I think it's still a good movie. So yeah, I'm a fan of the trilogy. Gotta go now, but it was really fun chatting for a while. Thank you so much for being here, man. Means the world that you were here. And again, you can come in whenever you can. If you need to go out, go out. Don't let me keep you. And just know that I appreciate every second that you spend here whenever I do a live. Or every second that you spend on one of my reviews whenever I upload them. Nice hearing about the smoking. Really happy for you. Thank you again so much. I'm kind of late to the party, but just got off work, says Shedek, the review guy. Don't worry, man. We're kind of close to wrapping up, but we're still live. So if you want to talk about something, if you want to talk about the headline, if you want to ask me anything about anything, feel free. We're still live. And yeah, just thank you so much for being here. James Starbuck. Why is the mouse not moving? Why is the fucking mouse not moving? Underrated movies, I'd have to go with Sing Street. I don't think Sing Street is underrated because everyone who's seen it fucking loves it, deservedly. So I do think it's underseen. And yeah, underseen. I think more people need to watch Sing Street. But the ones that I've watched love it, so I wouldn't say it's underrated, but underseen for sure. Rocky 2. I like Rocky 2. I like Rocky 2. I mean, I like all the Rocky movies on one degree or the other. Last Action Hero is great. Last Action Hero is so good. My God. Men in Black 3, I wouldn't say it's underrated. I think it's okay. I like it more than most people, but I just think it's okay. Do you think Soylent Green is a great movie? Ooh, let me see if I'm remembering the right movie called Soylent Green. 1973, Charlton Heston, the world averaged by the greenhouse effect over popular. Honestly, let me make a rain check on that. Is that how you make a rain check? I'm not sure. Let me delay my. I'll put it that way. Let me delay my answer to you on that, Stuart, because I've only seen it once. And I do remember liking it. I don't remember how much I liked it. But it's a movie everyone talks about. So in one degree or the other, it is probably great. I probably thought it was great. I probably wasn't in the minority on that one. There's a very good chance I wasn't in the minority on that one. But let me delay my answer to that. I'll eventually watch it again. Now that you mentioned it, I have only watched that movie once. I need to watch it again. So maybe when I do another live, just like American Animals, I'll give you my updated opinion on Soylent Green. And I didn't forget about the promise I made you about American Animals. Nicolas Cage agrees with James Starbucks about Last Action Hero. Old Boy. My God. Oh, I hope you mean the Korean one. I'll say this, though. I'll say this. I like the ending of the American version better. Kill me if you have to. The original movie, is a far superior film. No questions asked. The ending, that very last scene, what they do with each movie, it's so different. I do prefer what they do in the American. Have you watched those classic silent comedies from Chaplin, Harold Lloyd, Buster? Of course. I don't think I've watched with Harold Lloyd, to be honest. The name isn't sounding familiar to me right now. But Chaplin and Buster Keaton, of course. Who hasn't? I mean, you need to be educated in that. I might be wrong on the title. Nicolas Cage says, I might be wrong on the title of An Unexpected Friendship. It's a French movie. I don't remember the title of only it translates to. Oh, okay, so it's a French movie. So maybe if I search on Google after this, it will show up. When is there going to be a next Q&A? I don't know, man. I usually do them about certain movies. So in the summer, we did them for big movies like Infinity War live Q&A. We did them for a Solo live Q&A, Deadpool 2 live Q&A. But the summer is over now. I mean, it's still August for a few more days, but the summer is over. I'll probably just do a Q&A whenever I feel like it. Whenever there isn't a movie coming out in theaters that I can't review, I'll probably do a day for you guys just to hang out with you for a little bit and to chat about anything you want. Doesn't even have to be about movies. But yeah, I'll just do a Q&A whenever I feel like. I'm certainly going to do one when I'm absolutely 100% moved into the next house to show you around. I'll probably get my Sony GoPro that shoots in 4K. I'll probably just walk the laptop around for you guys if the internet is working right in that house. I'm certainly going to do that one for that, a house tour, a new house tour. And you guys are going to see this house. It's fucking fantastic. For the price that I got it, wow. So probably, I'm not sure if anything's coming out this week. So we might have one on the weekend. But I don't want to promise you to then disappoint you. But I don't think any big movie or any movie at all is coming out this week. So let's see. I don't know what I could probably do one in Portugal just to show you guys my room, my actual room. But yeah, I don't know where the next one are. Sing Street is so great, says Pedro Fernandes. It is. Sing Street is amazing. I haven't listened to those songs in a while. I need to listen to them again. Let's go to the final stretch of questions, because I need to meet my neighbor for a beer in a bit. Any thoughts on Harrison Ford's Fugitive? Oh, it's great. That one is underseen as well. People need to watch The Fugitive. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. That's such a good movie, man. Such a great movie. Soylent Green is people. Would you rather watch, Stuart Keating said, would you rather watch your favorite episodes of The Simpsons or your favorite episode of South Park? Give me a choice. You guys are probably going to kill me, but I can easily choose my favorite episode of South Park, which I don't even have one, because I'm not a fan of The Simpsons. Don't kill me, please. Don't unsubscribe because of that. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of South Park. I'm not a fan of The Simpsons. I don't hate it or anything. I don't actively dislike it. I just never caught me like it did thousands of other people. That's why it's lasted for 27 or 28 seasons, however long it is. But old boy, how dare you, calls the Pentagon, nuke London immediately. I mean, don't kill every person in London, because they're shooting lots of movies right now here. Lots of actors don't deserve to die. And if you nuke London, you're going to destroy Andy Serkis's motion capture studio Imaginarium, which is at my university. James Starbuck says, you're going to do a Q&A on Bohemian Rhapsody? I know a resident expert that would love to help out on that one. I mean, you probably should do one yourself, man. You're the expert. I don't think it's a movie that warrants a Q&A, but as Londoners, I don't want to call myself a Londoner. I hope that's not offensive to any other Londoner or Britishman. I don't think... in fact, I think we're getting Bohemian Rhapsody at least a week early or a few days early. In fact, we already can buy tickets for Bohemian Rhapsody. I bought them in... When did I come back? I came back midway through July to London, and I bought my tickets then for October 24th, I think. Yeah. Stuart Keating says, my favorite comedian is an Australian named Sean Micallef. I hope I pronounced that right. He hasn't done stand-up, but Micallef Program is my favorite sketch show ever. I'll take note of that, man. Let me see if I can copy the name. Okay. All right. Sean Micallef. Yeah. Yeah, I copied the name. I'm going to check him out. Boo, Simpsons were great. Were great. Are they not anymore? Because that kind of goes to my point. I'm kidding, of course. What did it do? We jumped. Best show ever, but it's so appealing. Yeah, man. I mean, if you enjoy The Simpsons, or if you enjoy anything I don't enjoy, I just am happy for people. Whenever I give a bad review to a movie and then you have trolls in the comments saying, "Oh, there you not like this movie," blah, blah, blah. And I mean, dude, I'm very happy you enjoyed this movie. Don't let my opinion deter you from enjoying it. I get genuinely happy for people who enjoy movies that I don't. Even if I enjoy a movie because it's one of those so bad it's good, if people genuinely enjoy it, I get happy for people. Honestly, I get really freaking happy for people. So I don't know what the problem. I had so many comments in my Death of Superman review, the animated movie. I gave it a good review. I gave it a positive grade in my rating scale. And I had so many people saying, "How can you not like this movie?" Or "How can you not love this movie? How dare you saying it's a bad movie?" And my grade for this movie literally says, "It's a good time anytime." How is that confused with me saying it's a bad movie? I don't know. Enjoy your beer with your neighbor, man. Thank you so much, man. It's kind of a ritual because right now he's living a few rooms away because we're both in a residence. He lives on the same floor as us, but he lives a few rooms away. And he's going to live with me. The house that I got we're going to be roommates. So it's pretty cool. So he will just be in the live streams when we move into the house, probably. It opens here on October 24th, says James Starbuck about Bohemian Rhapsody. James Starbuck also said, is it too early to get hyped for episode 9? 4? What the fuck? The cast is getting better and better as each day goes on. I wouldn't say it's too early. If you love Star Wars, you are hyped by default. I certainly am, but now I got even more hyped because it's not the fact that Matt Smith is in episode 9. It's the fact that the headline on Variety, and therefore the news itself, says that he's cast in a key role. People are speculating that he's Thrawn. I don't think he's Thrawn. I wouldn't necessarily want him to be Thrawn. I wouldn't necessarily be against him being Thrawn. But it's Matt Smith. It's Star Wars. Together, I'm fucking excited. And given that that's the name of the video, I think it's time to call it. For everyone who's been here, again, guys, I appreciate so... Okay. Can you do a Christopher Walken impression, please? I don't think I can do a Christopher Walken. I can do, modesty aside, I can do some pretty damn good impressions of some people, some characters. However, I don't think Christopher Walken is one of them. I mean, he talks like this. You know, that's the best I can do. I don't think it's a very good one. But it's always different. Whenever I do impressions, I always want to do it in front of people purposefully, because you hearing yourself, it's always different from the way people are going to hear you. Like when I shoot reviews, I'm talking and I do hate my voice. I do hate the sound of my voice. But I hate it even more when I'm listening to the recording and I'm editing it, because it's so different. But again, I mean, come on. Christopher Walken talks like that. Again, I don't think it's a very good one, but you asked, man, I'm more than happy to oblige. And we should probably end on that note, right? Again, guys, thank you so much, Stuart, Brian, James, Ryan O'Toole, Nicolas Cage, so many people, Miguel, Eduardo, so many of you guys were on there. Pedro Fernandez, Shattuck, who else? Where are you guys? I know I'm missing names of people. I want to remember everyone. It's not Miguel, it's Carlos Miguel. I'm sorry. Mick Rock, certainly he was here. Again, go check out our banter on Twitter about Rotten or Fresh. Oh shit, that's bullshit. Just said hi, but that's a great name. Sandro Nascimento, thank you so much. Again, yes, Carlos Miguel Ugalde. Thank you so much to everyone who spent this hour with me. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for the support, Stuart and Carlos Miguel and everyone. And hopefully we'll do a live stream this weekend if there isn't anything coming out, or if I don't have anything major to do about uni, because I'm in the last few weeks and I've finished my project for this module, but you know, it's filmmaking, unexpected shit happens. Thank you so much, guys, once again. Make sure you watch the reviews I uploaded in the past few days for Slenderman, Happy Time Murders, Alpha, and The Spy Who Dumped Me, and many others. If you haven't, check out my live stream on Zach Pope's channel. Check out my reviews for check out everything, please, and share the channel, share the videos. And you guys are the best. Every single one of you supports me. And every single one of you might be on this chat but doesn't write anything, but it's still here. Just leave a like maybe, or to leave a view. Thank you. It means the world. And just like I learned today, it takes 10 years to become an overnight sensation. I think I'll keep that one with me. Thank you so much, guys. You are the best. I'll see you in the future. In the very near future, because I'm not going to leave you guys hanging, whether it's a live stream or a review or anything else. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next live stream.